My 8-year-old daughter recently came back from holiday, newly obsessed with ABBA and this song, Gimme Gimme Gimme. My wife hates them, I love them. And I actually got another comment, can you teach this song? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm using tom play, and this is the tab that comes from it, the notation. And I'm going to teach you the different sections of the line. Now, tom play sometimes has slightly different versions, so I always recommend to listen to the original and get it. It's Mike Watson on bass, and it's just amazing. The note length is brilliant. So let's go straight into the intro, and we've got octaves pretty much all the way, and they're really short. That kind of short. So 5th fret, that's the D, it's D minor. That bit, it's something like that on the original. I'm sort of going with that. Let's do that slowly. Let's just get to there. So D's, octaves, and you've got this hand shape. First finger, little finger. That's how I'm playing the octave. You can use your 3rd finger. I like the little finger, lessens the stretch. 1st to 3rd, you're going D, E, frets 5 to 7. Shift to the F. Same again. So that and this, it's the same fingering pattern. And then you're going to the A. And I think it's something like that. So you've got the A, then you've got frets 12 to 14, G to A on the G string. I'm using 1st, 2nd and 4th. And then now come to the D on the 10th fret of the E string. And that's the same. Can you see how here I'm muting everything? We want to get all of these notes as clean as you possibly can. So here, using my hand to close over and mute the G and the A strings. You really have to play this precisely. So I'm really trying to focus on nailing the low D, well, both of them, but let's keep going. It's the same again. Now, tom play in the MIDI bass and in the notation is never going to get the feel of exactly what Mike Watson played. And you can add your own thing. That time round I was doing things like this. That kind of thing. So it's after the higher octave, mute the strings and get a ghost note. I think it really is that short. You might want to listen to the original again. There's this little line. That, by the way, highlights the key. That's running down a minor pentatonic scale. And that's D minor. You could do a little slide or a hammer on. And there are quite a few slides into notes. So the verse, we have G octaves now. There's a slide there. That's a shift slide where you play, legato slide. You play the first note, the F, slide into the next note, the G, without plucking it. So it's this. Again, a bit faster. So all octaves, G's, Shift the whole hand to F, back up to G's. Then move to the C, 3rd fret A string, and a slide from the C to the D. That's that rhythm there. An 8th note attached to 2/16. So I'm using the index and then index middle. That seems to work for me. You could use middle to index as well. It's quite a hard thing to do. Keep it even and short. There's a slide into that G again. Turn the page here. So it's just all octaves all the way, all 8th notes, with the occasional 8th to 2/16. Your job is to keep your hand in this sort of octave shape, to keep the plucking pattern consistent and everything in the groove, just bang in the groove. Great to be able to play this along to the original, or if you have tom play, you can practice using that. Then we have a pre-chorus here. Important to play the B flat on the 6th fret of the E it octaves again. We have a slide down, that's why. There. And then another slide back to the A. And that was what Mike Watson was doing, putting in a few little pops. And that's very hard, I find, to transition from the fingerstyle to the pops. I'll go to the beginning of that pre-chorus and we'll talk about that again. So 6th fret, E string, B flat, 2 bars of it. Now, I'm finding that tricky, so I would isolate that little bit and just figure out the way to do this. I mean, you could even do that, so you've got index, middle, and then do a thumb pluck. Because then you're in position. Or even that. Just get the first pop with your second finger, with your middle finger. There are so many ways of doing this. I would just practice whatever works for me in the moment, because you don't want to be too anchored and stuck into this, because then you're never going to move to get those pops in. See, I'm rushed there. I would just cycle this round and round again. My favourite bit is the chorus, which we have a bit more of that pop thing. Here we go, it's this. It's a ghost note there. Okay, that's it. It's quite involved, this. There's quite a lot of quick hand shifting going on. We've got D, this is the 5th fret, all on the same string here, with some slides. That's the little finger, and you must keep in contact with the fretboard all the way, otherwise the slide will stop, the note will stop. Up 2 frets to the D. And there's that transition again. We'll come back to that. B flat, D minor, quite a big jump there. I'm going to play that once round without talking, slowly. That's how you might do it. You might get a metronome, it's 120 beats per minute. You might slow it down and really just focus on getting it in the groove. Even at this slow tempo. Add some of that in if you want. We have different rhythms of that little pops bit at the end. Again, I would recommend listening to the original. It's worth mentioning that for this section, there's nothing going on the E string, so I'm muting it by placing my thumb on it. I have only got the first finger and the little finger on those notes of the octave. That first finger is touching the D string, so I feel like that's really, there are no other notes ringing out, that's nice and clean. I really feel that thumb on that one and that this D string is not ringing out. Octaves are so hard to play, this sort of disco style. You can get those down, it's great. Interlude is the same as the intro, really. You can do anything here. Yeah, the second time round I wouldn't go back to there, I'd play the Ds here. That sort of shift. Now, that's pretty much all of the lines apart from one section. Another verse, another pre-chorus, another chorus, and then there's a little breakdown section with some slap stuff. When I was playing this through before, this was just sight reading practice, so I wasn't playing it exactly right, but I mean, that's a little grace note to the D. Thing to know here is that we're playing a C to a D, and that D there, that's the beginning of the note of the key. So if you were playing this live, you could do some quite fun things in that section, I would. As long as I didn't get any disapproving looks. D minor stuff you could do. But to keep it simple, it's basically just C to D. There's a hammer on there. There's a trill there between an E and an F. Frets 9 to 10. I would want to listen to the original to listen to exactly what he's doing. Probably not exactly accurate, this. It's all this. All these notes are the pentatonic notes. And then it's the pre-chorus again. I played this on the first fret, so I can't slide down. So yeah, you would want to do the B flats. I don't read tab, I read the notation, but looking at the tab, that's probably the place to play it. 6th fret. But this is an amazing bass line. My daughter's got good taste, and I can't believe my wife doesn't like ABBA. The instrumentation is amazing, the arrangements, the bass playing. It's usually Mike Watson, and I'll put up the name of the other legendary ABBA bass player. But bass playing in pretty much any ABBA song you can care to mention is absolutely stellar. So learn to play as many ABBA tunes as you can. Thank you for the recommendation from the subscriber and my daughter. I'll have to show her this, she'll love this. And if you have any other suggestions for songs, let me know. If you want to check out Tom Play, I have an affiliate link down below where I get a little kickback at no extra cost to you if you do go for the membership. But you can try it out for free, see if it works for you. I really like it. I don't think it's 100% accurate to the originals, but for reading practice, it's brilliant. For getting yourself back into shape, if you've been away from bass like I have for a while, 3 weeks, it's really great. So we'll leave that there, and I will see you on the next lesson.